everybody. It's May 2nd. It's Pilates Day, and I've got Lucas here to do a mat class with our little fit balls. And yeah, we're here in Colorado celebrating inside on a kind of rainy Saturday morning, and hopefully celebrating with the rest of the world who loves Pilates, and just gonna have a fun class today. So I wanted to take a second to, just remember why Pilates is such a huge part of all of our lives. And for myself, I started taking Pilates when I was dancing, back when I was a teen, and have just many memories, even going up when I danced with Boston Ballet, going up to the Berkshire Mountains where Joseph Pilates actually taught at the Jacob's Pillow summer festivals. And for over 20 years, I've been able to enjoy watching this wonderful way of movement evolve to help people. I get to work in the hospital environment, I get to work in the fitness environment in a studio. We've had our own studio, and I've actually gotten to teach my kids Pilates, and that's been amazing because they have gotten to basically grow up as part of this world, and in a world where we're mindful of our entire health and our posture and just our physical abilities. I think that is really a positive direction and something that we all are needing to embrace now. So, Mr. Lucas, you have done many, many classes with me before. What is your favorite part of Pilates?
My favorite part of Pilates is when we get to do mat classes in the park.
In the park. And then what do you like about mat classes in the park? What's your favorite exercise we do?
Rolling like a ball.
Rolling like a ball, perfect. So today we'll have to do rolling like a ball. And such a great and hard exercise. I know a lot of you that I've worked with out there are like, wow, rolling like a ball is so hard, but it's also fun. Brings out your inner child. Okay, so we've got our green juice. We'll go ahead and get started. Cheers. And let's go ahead and put these aside and we'll stand up. All right, so we're gonna stand towards the back of our mats. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our ball. And these balls, we have two actually different types of balls. This one's a fit ball, this one's a body sport. Two different fabrics. Doesn't really matter. If you have a small ball, you can actually do this entire class without any props at all, and that's perfectly fine as well. We even have our pump out here that we've been playing with today, because different exercises you'll want maybe a little bit more inflated ball, sometimes less inflated. So I'll kind of be giving you some ideas so that maybe if you are thinking of getting one of these things, that you can play with it throughout your workout. So let me get rid of my hair. You don't have that problem. Okay, you ready? All right, so we'll take our ball and we're gonna place it between our calves. Yeah, maybe a little bit higher. Okay, and then from here, we're just gonna start by feeling yourself standing in your best alignment. Okay, so I want you to make connection to the ground with your feet. Feel your toes, feel your heels. You can even rock forward and back a little bit. Try that without falling over. That's it. Right? I know, without falling over is the key. And then from here, just find like a middle area. So right where you feel perfectly balanced. Let's go ahead and take our arms up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Take the arms down. Exhale. So we'll use our arms kind of like wings to breathe. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. This time we'll keep our arms up. So we'll inhale, reach up, reach for the sky, and then we're gonna roll down. So we're gonna reach our fingers towards the floor. This is your favorite part, right? Touching your toes. Bend your knees is okay, that's it. Soften the knees, inhale at the bottom, and exhale, roll back up. When you get to the top, arms go up, we'll inhale, reach up. Reaching, scooping out the belly and touching down to the toes. Soften the knees, okay. Inhale. Yay! Did it. Curling back up. Okay, one more time. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling down, stretching out the back of our legs. Feeling that ball between our legs just to have some stability. And rolling back up. We're going to stay up. Take the arms up and go a little forward. You stay there. Take the arms a little out to your side. And we're going to just twist side to side. And as you twist from side to side, feel your feet and how they want to shift and move. Okay. And then notice, with that ball there, notice how you can try to keep your feet a little bit more anchored and then rotate from your spine. So you're not rotating from your knees so much, but rotating from the spine and shoulders. Good. Okay, and now from here, let's find center, bring the arms up again. Let's take your one hand down to your side and slide over. So sliding down that leg and then really pressing your opposite foot into the mat. And then coming up, two arms up. Bring the opposite arm down and slide over to that side. And feel equal through both those feet, but drive that opposite foot down. That's it. One more time each side. Inhale, arms up. Right hand down and reach over. And stretch. And then two arms up. And then arm down and reach over and stretch. Perfect. Two arms up. I'm going to walk back so I'm in line with my mat here. We're going to roll down again. So scoop into the belly, reach the fingertips towards the floor, bend the knees, so soften the feet. And this time, we're going to take our hands and walk out, just to all fours, so not all the way to a plank. So we're going to drop our knees gently to the mat. That's it, perfect. Keeping the ball there, cat-cow, okay? So you're going to round your back. Exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look up towards the sky. And then just find some nice movement through the spine. Inhaling as you extend, and then exhaling as you come into flexion. Two more times. Kind of making that feel really good on your back and your chest. And then find neutral. So finding neutral, I want you to kind of flatten out your back. That's it. Kind of take your head, right? Just look down towards the ground. Make sure your hands have some good spread fingers. And now from here, with your toes tucked under, we're going to squeeze a little bit of the ball and just lift the knees. And hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower your knees. Inhale. We'll do it again. How'd that feel? What do you feel working? Okay, we'll think about it next time. Okay, good. That happens a lot. Lift your knees. Now, just hover. What's working?
Your stomach?
A little bit of your stomach. How about your thighs? Your legs?
Yeah.
Your legs are strong. Come the roll lower down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's cat-cow one more time.
Okay.
And then find neutral. Look down. Shoulders nice and flat. That's it. And then just hover. Good. Little lower if you can. Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. Release your toes. And sit back towards your heels in child's pose. You're literally sitting on your ball and you can stretch out your arms a little bit more if it feels good. Yes, some of us spent about an hour jumping on the trampoline before doing Pilates class this morning, so maybe a little tired. Okay, let's take our ball, and you're going to sit on your bottom. We're going to go ahead and come all the way down onto our back, Actually, this one's going to be down here. So let's lie down first. We're going to lie down first, bend your knees, and then, yep, right onto a little lower, placing the ball to support your sacrum. I would go a little lower on your bottom. Yeah, perfect. Okay, arms down by your side. Head just looking up towards the ceiling. This is where we're going to warm up our lower back area and our pelvis areas and our abdominals. So kind of using the ball to support the bowl of that whole pelvis and sacrum. So relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. We're going to go into a little bit of a pelvic tilt using the ball for help to give us range of motion. So if we had a clock, remember we talked about the clock face? So 12 o'clock is up here. 3 is over here. 6 is down at the bottom. And 9 is on your other side. Okay, so we'll start with 12 o'clock. So you're going to tilt and come towards 12, and then release down to 6. And then tilt up towards 12. That's it. And release down to 6. So nice and slow. Let's use breath to move. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, release. Exhale, tilt. That's it. Inhale, release. How about 3 more like that? So it should feel like a nice stretch on your lower back. Kind of put the ball under your bottom. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Tilting up. That's it. And then release. Okay, now let's isolate our 3 o'clock and our 9 o'clock. So the side to side, I call it salsa dancing on the ball. Okay, so you're going to drop down to 3. Try not to move your legs too much. And then center, and then drop down to 9 and center. So for you guys who are doing class with us, what you're trying to do here and trying to feel is that your rib cage is relatively static. So that's still, your arms are not moving, your legs.
Like this?
So your legs aren't moving too much. So you want to feel like you're not shifting because your legs are moving you, but you're shifting because your pelvis is dropping to the side. And it's doing that and opening up a little bit of that lower back attachments to the sacrum. Stay centered here and drop. Yes, it's a small movement. Center and then drop the other side. That's it. So you're not working your back to do the movement, you're trying to work your abdominals and your obliques. That's it. One more time each side. We'll go from side to side. 3. Yes. Good. Okay, and then you got it now. So finding middle, and let's go ahead and make around the clock. So we're going to go in a circle, starting with 12 o'clock. So take a breath in. Come to 12 o'clock. Tilt the pelvis. That's it. Now drop over towards 3 o'clock. That's it. Down to 6 o'clock. All the way down. And then over to 9. And now trying to do that without moving too much of anything except the middle of your body. Down and down. Up to 12. Over to 3, 6, and 9. Again, without moving the legs too much. 3, 6, and 9. And pause at 12. Let's go the other way. Down to 9 first. 6, 3, up to 12. That's it. 9, 6, 3, and 12. And if you guys are facing the same direction as me, it would be 3 is the left, 12 is the sternum, 9 is the right hip, center, left hip, 12 o'clock. One more circle around. 6, and 3, and 12 again to finish. You've got it. You're a good salsa dancer. Okay, so finding your middle ground here. We're going to come into a little bit of emphasis on 12 o'clock. So I want you to tuck a little bit under and feel that you're engaged here. So hips towards 12. Yes. Okay, and for those of you who are closer to Lucas in the camera, you can see how he shifted there. All right, now from here, we're going to bring one leg up to tabletop, just one, and then back down. Other leg up to tabletop. So we're marching and down. Now, just like that, try to keep your bottom foot on the ground, nice and stable. So what I want you guys to do as you're lifting, a simple exercise, is to try not to sway. So now we want to think, okay, can I be really stable through the rest of my body and lift my leg without feeling like I drop? So now I'm trying not to drop into those 3s and 9s as I lift. That's it, good. And Lucas is doing the harder version, where he's lifted his arms up towards the ceiling. So you have a couple options. You could keep your hands on the floor, or you could just bend your elbows and have just your elbows touching, or eventually the hardest one would be without any hands. Look, Mom, no hands. And no laughing too, right? Because that makes you wobble. Okay, now from here, I'm going to go back to here to transition, okay? We're going to come up to one leg, and now bring it up to 2 legs. Now remember, you have a little emphasis on those abdominals hugging the ribs down, okay? And then we're going to toe tap. So one foot will go down first. Tap and up, like the floor is hot. Tap and up, and tap, and tap. That's it. And tap. Good. Using your exhale to help keep those abdominals engaged. Good, and if you want to add a little bit more challenge, you could heel tap instead, so the floor is a little farther away. So you flex your feet. You can always change your arm position so that you don't fall off your ball.
Yeah, I'm falling.
Good, let's just do a few more each side. So we'll do 2 more each side. Exhaling as you tap. And finishing it off. Okay, bring the knees up to tabletop. Bring the arms down to the mat this time. Is your ball in a good spot?
Yeah.
Okay, you can take your arms all the way down. Okay, now from here, going into a little bit of a stretch. So 2 legs, 2 knees are going to pull in towards you. Now, if your ball is too far away or if it's too pumped up, it might just, pop out the other side of you. So go get it if it does. So you're stretching out your lower back here. And then our 2 feet are going to reach down, tap, and 2 feet up. And we roll in to stretch the lower back and reach 2 feet to tap. And we pull in to stretch and down to tap. Now, as we're tapping down, I want to make sure that I'm not losing and letting my pelvis drop down to that 6 o'clock spot. I want to make sure that I'm keeping my abdominals engaged. That emphasis towards my rib cage, being on the mat even as my 2 feet tap down. Let's do that 3 more times. Exhale. 2. And 1. Last time, tap down, place your feet on the ground. Okay, so from here, we're going to release the ball from under us. My ball got a lot squishier.
Yeah, there's holes in it.
Oh!
I went
what happened to my ball?
I went to Rosebud yesterday.
Okay. Well, I might have to add some air in a second, but for now, it's okay. We're going to place the ball between our knees, and the feet are going to be about hip distance apart, so just a tiny bit closer with your toes there, mister. Just toe. Not to you, but closer together. Like this. With your feet. There, that's a little, okay, fine, that's fine. Arms down by your side. We're gonna roll our hips up into a bridge, okay? So take a breath in. Come into that tilt first, and then press your hips up. That's as far as you need to go. Squeeze the ball between your knees. Take a breath in, and curl back down. Remember, this is one where we're going to round and then come all the way out, okay? So breathe in. Tilt first. Lift the hips up, squeeze the ball. Go a little higher. I think you could go a little higher. Yes. Arms down by your side. Hold. And now curl down. Curl. You've got it. Breathe in. Let's do 3 more. Roll it up. Squeeze the ball at the top. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it down. 2. Okay. Can you feel the back of your legs working? Back here. Yeah. Does it feel funny? Okay. I'm still laughing that I have no air in my ball now. Fold and rolling down and curl. Now from here, we're going to take our arms just a little bit wider on the floor. Okay, so you can take your hands out like a little wider towards my shoulders. That's it. We're going to take our feet up to tabletop. Again, this time with the ball between our knees, and we're going to rotate from side to side. So let's go that way first. We're going to go over, twist, and then come to center. Can you go a little slower so don't whack me? Twist, 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 and come back to center. Inhale as you twist.
Now we're going wrong.
Now we're going the wrong way. And then twist. So, twisting like when we twisted earlier, you're just going to have to keep your legs up. When we were standing and twisting and we were rotating our rib cage and our upper body, oh, now you want to go and sink. We were twisting from our upper body, now we're twisting from the lower body. So our shoulders are staying more still, and we're allowing the middle and lower back to rotate. Inhale as you twist. Exhale back to center. How about one more time each side now that we're in sync? Twist and center. I have longer legs. And relax. Okay, come on up to a seated position and get a sip of your green juice while I pump my ball. Okay. Maybe. You didn't tell me about the rose bush. I think I can do it like this. I got it.
Is that pumped enough?
Yeah, it's good. That's fine. That's fine for now. Okay. All right, now we're going to take the ball, and it's going to go right between our shoulders. So what we'll do is we'll have our knees bent, and you just kind of reach your ball back, tuck it in right below the shoulder blades, and you'll find your comfortable spot, right? So if you feel uncomfortable, make little adjustments. We're going to open up and warm up a little bit of our upper body, our upper chest and abdominals there. Make sure it's center. Bend your knees so you have some anchoring. Hands are going to go behind the head. Support your neck. Shoulders down. Okay, from here, with the ball right there, we're going to extend over it. So your pelvis stays on the ground as you open up the chest. Take a breath in. That should feel good. Exhale, come forward, and you're flexing, and all you're doing is bringing those ribs towards the pelvis. And then we'll come back again. Inhale, open up. Exhale. And your head should just follow the line that your curve is making. So when you come up, you don't need to jam your chin to your chest.
I fell over.
You did. Stay on your mat. And coming up. So that's a little too high. You don't need to come up that high. No. Come lower. There. Your shirt is stuck. Okay. Hips down. And now come up just to there. A little higher. A little higher. Yes. And then now down. Let's do that 3 more times. Using your breath. 2. And 1. We'll take a little break here after this one. Now, if you're comfortable, you're going to place your head on the ground. And again, adjust the ball if you need to. So your head is touching. If you feel like that's way too much extension, if you guys have a pillow, you could grab a pillow and just place a pillow under your head and you won't be so far into extension. Okay? So I'm going to place my head on the floor. And I'm going to take my arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to do those little shoulder moves. Okay? So I'm going to reach the arms up, up, up. And then I'm going to drop my shoulders with arms straight in towards the ball a bit. And then reach up. And drop down. And reach up. And drop down. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Make sure you're not straining there. And drop down. One last time, and then we'll make arm scissors. So find neutral. So drop your shoulders into place. Yeah, just like that, a little slower. We'll take one arm up and over, reach, and pass through center. Up and over, reach, and pass through center. So we're actually giving our chest muscles, our pectorals, a chance to lengthen since we're in this position, and hopefully you're relaxed. And this is where I mentioned earlier about the shape of your ball. If your ball is too pumped up, this might feel really uncomfortable. So sometimes it's nice to have like a 3/4 amount of air in the ball, so you have a little bit more room to just melt over the top of the ball.
My ball's harder, so it's really hard to do that.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're stiff doing this, or does it feel okay?
It feels fine.
Okay. Let's finish with this arm. Come to center. Now we might wrap each other a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to take our 2 arms up and over the head, and then circle around. You can bend your elbows as you circle around. And then up and over, reach, reach, reach.
It's like what you do with your feet on the reformer.
Yeah, we're going to do that later too. You like that? Feet and straps? Yeah. Okay, and one last time, take the arms up and over, circle around, and then take the hands behind the head. All right, now, we're going to do a little obliques. This might be a little hard. Okay, so come into a little bit of your flexion. Rotate to the side, so you're going to rotate towards that side. Now hold, or not. You're going to open up a little, so you're going to drop into that shoulder, and we'll come up for 5. Like over, like this, and up for 4. That's it. Inhale down. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Now you get to look the other way. Twist to the other side and do the same thing. Open up, and then up for 5.
Why do I fall this way?
I don't know. 4. What's interesting about the ball is it really does make you have to stay balanced. So maybe you have one side that's stronger than the other. And 1. Good. And then find center. Grab onto your legs. We'll come on up. Grab your ball with you. Bless you. Okay.
You need to roll it.
Oh yeah. Rolling like a ball next. Okay. So to roll like a ball, scoot you forward a little bit. Yeah, you always want to make sure you have room to roll behind you so that you don't, well, I'll hit the fireplace. We're gonna, what we're gonna do today with our rolling like a ball is activate our legs. So we're gonna put the ball under our knees. You're gonna hold on to your shins, and we're gonna lift our feet. And before we fall, we're gonna find our balance. So you wanna make sure that you sit back behind your sit bones. Pull the belly button in, drop your shoulders down, and now pull the heels towards your bottom, and that's where you're squeezing the ball. And then from there, we'll roll back, whee, and come up, and roll, and come up. Your breathing is inhale to round, exhale to lift. Good job. Are you breathing?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you could roll sideways. In a circle. And then go the other way. How about 2 more? Whichever way you want to go. Joseph Pilates used to call this your spinal massage.
Yeah.
So you should feel nice and massaged. Okay, perfect. All right, from here, we're gonna go into our half roll. So we'll take the ball. So using that same deep flexion concept, we'll take the ball between our knees to start. Let's put it between our knees. And bring our legs in. You're gonna hold on underneath your thighs. And we're gonna do this exercise to help warm up for the roll up. So if the roll up is hard for you, then go ahead and stay doing this exercise. We'll do it with you a few times. So start sitting up nice and tall. Anchor your feet as best as you can to the ground. You're gonna shift back into that ball shape that you just had, and then slide your hands down if you need to, and then roll to your lower back. Try to keep your feet anchored to the floor. That's it. Breathe in, and then curl, curl, curl back up. And you can use the help of the inner thighs to squeeze the ball, and that will help engage a little bit deeper into our pelvic floor. And that by squeezing the inner thighs, we actually can get a little bit less out of our hip flexors. It's kind of like giving one muscle group something to do so the other one can deactivate. Because when we do this movement, we want to try to find length of our hip flexors as we roll back, and then allow our abdominals to engage to do the work. It happened. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the full roll up. But again, if that's super hard for you, you can always go back to rolling like a ball. challenge yourself. This is kind of a fun way to do the roll up. We're going to place our feet on top of our ball and reach our arms out in front. Now don't lose your ball. You're going to stretch over, 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 over. Take a breath in. And then I'm going to shift back. As I shift back, I'm going to bend my knees, round through my lower back, pull the ball until my tops of my feet are on it, and then arms go overhead. And reverse. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders.
We're going to keep going.
Exhale, push with the legs, stretch them out, and stretch over. And then your goal here is to try to keep that ball pretty centered so that you're working both sides, or you notice you're working both sides equally. And stretch. How's it feel? Is it hard?
No.
No?
No.
Of course not. I'm 8. You're 8, I'm not. I remember being 8. I remember when we were kids that nothing ever felt hard. Except math, maybe. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that one more time. Coming up. And squeeze and stretch forward. And come on up. Okay, how about from here? We're going to move into, so hopefully we're a little warmer.
Yeah.
Do you need a sip or are you okay? Okay. We're going to be coming back, lying down onto our back with the ball under our bottom again. And we're going to go into those scissors and circles similar to strap work. Good. Okay, so lie down on your back and place the ball under that pelvis again. So right in between your glutes. This is where I lost all the air earlier. Okay, and now from here, we're going to come back one foot at a time to tabletop. And then remembering to keep our abdominals tight, pressing a bit of the ribs into the mat. You can, again, so finding your balance, go ahead and keep your hands on the mat. If you want to add challenge, you go to your elbows. Third challenge, yes, is the 2 arms reaching straight up towards the ceiling. So find your position.
I feel like I'm going to fall.
We're going to straighten our legs. Straighten our legs up towards the ceiling. And then what I want you to do is have a little bit of a tilt here, so your abdominals are engaged. And now you're going to reach one leg down, scissor, but not touch the floor, and come up. And then the other leg down, and come up. So allow yourself, as the one leg is reaching forward towards you, to stretch that hamstring. And then allow the hip flexor to really reach out towards the floor. And then doing this all while not falling off your ball. That's the challenge. Good. You can always have your hands on the floor and make sure that you're breathing. Okay, how about one more each side? Make sure the neck is relaxed on top, shoulders are relaxed. Okay, now from here, a fun one, is the helicopter. We're going to split our legs out. We're going to go around the side and then up to the center. Pause, reverse, so then put the other leg forward. Yep, no, I think you had it right. And around and up to the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you're at. One of my favorite things about Pilates mat, a little bit like Lucas, was getting to teach classes outside in the grass. I met Pablo in my La Jolla Cove mat class. We've been together for 18 years. I always say he accidentally came to take my class. I remember that day. It was a little bit like today. It was kind of rainy and cloudy. It was love at first sight. Haha. Not really. He goofed off the whole class. Kind of like you. Huh. I wonder where he got it. Or where you got it. Okay, pause for just a second. Now from here, if you need to take a break, feel free to take a break. What we're going to do next is go into our strap work circles. Like as if we had straps, but we don't. So we're going to use our core to help us. So find your arm position. It really was a little bit like you.
Hey.
Especially when we got to like rolling and stuff. I thought it was funny. Okay, so the arms can be wherever you need them to be. We're going to take our two legs. I think your ball needs to be a little bit lower. You're going to take your two legs apart. Make sure you don't lose your abdominal connection, and then bring those legs up towards the ceiling. Open, and then round. I'll move my hands so you don't lose your balance. I'll move my hands down. Good. Doesn't have to be too big. You should feel how those abdominals have to help you. And it's not too fast. Inhale, exhale, and up. And down and around. Let's go the opposite direction, so make sure we go both ways. Down and around from the inside, out and around to the top. So we're reversing the direction of the circle. I like your sound effects. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. And I think we're done with those circles. So we're going to take our knees into the chest. Where are you? Come on back onto your mat. Okay, from here, now earlier we did where we brought our knees in towards the body. What you can do here, if you'd like, if you're not comfortable going into a full rollover, you're just going to reach into a stretch here and then come out using the ball underneath your legs. Otherwise, what we're going to do is up and over onto our shoulders, grab onto your ball, and yeah, you just kind of put it to your side. And then we're going to roll down, lower the legs, lift up. We'll just keep the legs together. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll it down. Legs lower and lift, come up and over. Make sure when you get to this part that you're not tensing up onto your head, that your neck is relaxed. Good, one more time, nice big spinal stretch. That feels so good. And then coming down and hug the knees to your chest. Yay! Okay, let's rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. And we're going to do a little bit of side work. So this is where, you need to grab your ball. We're going to come off to the side, and you're going to take your ball kind of right under the side waist area. You need a little gap. And if you have something slippery, if you're on carpet, it'll be easy, but if you are on carpet, just place your hands off your mat. And if you're on, like we are on a floor, same thing. You should have enough ability to slide. We're going to, just like Lucas is here, your bottom leg is slightly bent. Your top leg is going to be right in line with your hip. So like right there, and just use that as like an anchor. Okay? And now relax down onto your side. And then what we'll do is flip your palm so it's facing down. And you're going to lift up and squeeze. And then lower down. So working our side flexion with the ball just to help us give us a little extra lift than we would if we were just on the floor. If you had a glider, or I've seen a lot of cool paper plate Pilates classes online recently. So if you have one of those, this exercise, using something to help you slide is good. Otherwise, we're just engaging those side obliques to come up and down. And one more time. Lift, lift, and lower back down. Okay, now from here, we'll keep the ball there. We're going to take our bottom arm and shift it in underneath us. And just like that on your forearm. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just do a little bit of side leg work. So most importantly when you do side legs is that your hips are stacked one on top of the other and you're nice and tall through the spine, so look up towards your green juice there. You can take this hand behind your head if you'd like. Yep, but keep yourself square. Now, flex your foot. This one. Foot. Flex. You're learning all your directions. That's point. Now flex the other way. Oh. That's fine. And we're going to lift our leg up and down. Keeping your hips stacked. Up and down. You should feel it right in that side hip.
Yeah.
So it's not going to go high. It doesn't need to go high. Do you feel that muscle right there?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go for about 10 more. So lift and lower. Keep it stacked. Pretend like I'm pushing you forward. 8, 7, a little slower. 6, 5. It's so easy, even as you can see on Lucas, to roll back. 2 and 1. Okay, good. From there, come on up. And we'll do a little stretch. Yeah? So stand sit like this. And then just reach over. And stretch out your side. All right, take your ball. You got it? And then we'll flip to this side. So you can still face forward. Since you're in front.
I forgot.
Okay, and we're going to, so the ball's right under your waist.
Yeah.
And we're going to go over to the edge of our mat. Bottom leg is bent. You can use your top hand for a bit of support. Yep, top leg is straight.
Okay.
Thank you. And you're going to come up to the side. So lift, lift, lift. And then lower back down. That's it. And then lift, lift, lift. And lower back down. And you could use that top hand, this one, on the mat in front of you for some support. Coming up. And lower. Good. So you should feel, you feel that little side waist? Yeah. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Good enough. Stay. Since you can see me in the camera, bring your bottom arm in. This one comes in. That's it. And now stack. You can take that hand behind your head if you like. Or not. Okay. And then you're going to lift your leg up and down. Now remember, keeping your hips stacked. And now can you get taller? Yes. Like longer. Yes. And keep lifting your leg. That's it. And lifting up just to there and down. Go for 10. 10. You want to count me down?
9.
Okay.
8.
Good.
7. 6. 5.
Where'd your leg go?
4.
Not too forward.
3. 2. 1.
Good. How'd it feel?
Yeah.
Yeah? Felt okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's do our little stretch. So come up to the side. Just reach this leg out. Stretch over. The other way. Towards your leg.
Good.
Towards your foot. There we go. Okay, we're winding it down. All right, last things here. We're going to take our ball, come onto your belly. I need a new ball. I need a new ball for Mother's Day. Okay, so we're going to start, hold on, with your upper back extension. Okay, so you're going to take your ball and just reach it out in front of you, lay it on your belly. And legs can go, let's go like mat distance apart with our legs. Let your heels roll towards each other and just wiggle, make sure that's comfortable. Okay, now I have my hands kind of a bit of a diamond shape on my ball, and my head is going to just hover off the floor. Okay, and then push your ball out, reach. So I'm going to bend my elbows in as far as I can. I can always grab onto the ball more. Yep, exactly. I'm going to push myself up, 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 extend the spine, lower down, push the ball away. Bend the elbows in, lift up, push into the top of that ball, and then lower back down. Bend the elbows in, lift up and push up out of your shoulders. Yes, and then lower down. Good. Bend the elbows in, lift up, push up out of those shoulders. Yes, and lower down. One more time. We're warming up for our very last exercise that Lucas is going to teach us. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Okay, so you grab your ball.
Okay.
And take it. You put it like right here.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay, so my ball is like, what would you say, like on my sternum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your feet.
Oh, okay. Walk them together
Yeah.
on my toes.
Yeah, you're on your toes.
Okay.
Then you go like this.
So I'm swimming?
Yeah.
Am I breathing?
Yes.
How should I breathe?
Like slowly.
Slowly, okay. Good. This is like the breaststroke. Should we swim in like Pilates too? And how to swim in Pilates?
Yeah.
So we go opposite arm and leg. Opposite, yep, and down. And then up, and down, and up, and down, and up.
Wait, what?
Okay, so if you have your right arm and your left leg, yeah, but and you don't have to go too high. And lift, and lift. Probably easier without the ball. Good, let's do a couple more. Working those middle back. Although the ball is nice because it keeps you centered. Good. Yeah? You can feel yourself if you go from side to side, like that. Can we Superman? Woo! No. Superwoman. For mom. Super Joseph Pilates. Super Joe! Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest. Alright, push back into your child's pose. Chilled pose. Should we finish it off?
Yes.
Okay. Let us place that ball between your ankles or shins again. Come into all fours. And come into our downward dog. Yeah? So tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high, stretch here. Let's do a little calf stretch. We haven't done much of that yet. So you can kind of pedal your feet from one side to the other. Hips are high, shoulders are down. Palms are flat. Maybe go up onto your tippy toes and down towards the floor. Up onto tippy toes and down towards the floor. Is there a reason why your palms aren't flat? There we go. A little stronger that way. Poor fingers. One more. Okay, down with the heels. Bend your knees, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back. Take a breath in. Grab onto your ball. Roll yourself up. Just like you started. Can you find yourself standing? Arms up, okay. Nice and tall. Feel your feet. And throw your ball at people. Okay. Grab your juice or water. We've got our green juice. Good class. That was fun. Did you have a good time? Spicy. All right, you guys. Well, happy Pilates Day. Hope you had a good time with Mr. Lucas and I. He'll be a great teacher one day. And yeah, we'll see you later. Keep celebrating, keep moving, and have a wonderful day. Thanks, Joe, for all your work. Okay.